Shalom. Call Loyam Wakabat, La Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rawachak. Dear one to the elder apostles of the great millstone who rule well, peace, blessings, and salutations to all the hopeful elect of the tabernacle of David scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And I think I'm entitled this lesson or this quick video, He knoweth that he had but a short time. You know, and after you hear this guy speak, then it's going to be obvious why I entitled this lesson that. And that's taken from Revelation 12, verse 12. The devil is coming down with great wrath because he knoweth that he had but a short time. And he knows it, man. He knows it. So right now, you know, this is what they want to do. All right. You know, they're going to move fast, you know, with, you know, their enterprise, their left hand evil agenda. But, you know, we're going to see where this goes. But let me play this clip real quick, and then we'll definitely hit a couple precepts.
This afternoon, the Secretary General and Klaus Schwab, the founder of the World Economic Forum, will witness the signing of a memorandum of understanding on a strategic partnership between the UN and the World Economic Forum, which outlines areas of cooperation to deepen engagement between the two institutions and to jointly accelerate the implementation of the 2030 agenda.
Let me rewind it, run it back, and let you hear that again.
Signing of a memorandum of understanding on a strategic partnership between the UN and the World Economic Forum, which outlines areas of cooperation to deepen engagement between the two institutions and to jointly accelerate the implementation of the 2030 agenda.
So you heard those key words. He said, they're to accelerate the 2030 agenda. So that's pretty much what they're signing off on. You know, they figure they're not moving fast enough, so they want to speed this thing up. Let's get this ball rolling quicker. Well, he's doing that because, hey, he's almost out of time. All right, we know the scriptures say. Let's go to Job real quick. Let's go to Job 14. Job 14, verse 5, and it says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. All right, and it's, you know, every nation that rules have a set time to rule. And then afterwards, the Lord, you know, he puts down that particular nation and sets up another. It just so happened that Esau, according to prophecy, 2nd Esdras 6, verse 9, Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning that follows it. So this devil got to move fast. And it makes all the sense in the world now that you got them, you know, getting the ball rolling on the central bank digital currencies worldwide. You know, there's a report that came out that 9 out of 10 central banks all over the world are developing the digital central bank currencies. Digital currencies. So you already know what that's getting ready for. The MOTB, the infrastructure is already in place. Everything is going digital. That's why they're using this puppet Biden to further implode the economy. You know, he just got all these billions of dollars to just funnel off, you know, in all directions, funding these different initiatives and mainly funding that war over there in Ukraine. You see? Because they can kill multiple birds with one stone. All right, get rid of the dollar. We got to go cashless. So if we got to keep spending all this extra money that we don't have, further putting us in debt, you know, we're going to do that to further facilitate the demise of the petrodollar. And that's why other countries are pretty much, you know, they're diverting from it. And they're dealing with other currencies. And the latest one being Israel, the Israeli government talking about accepting the yuan over the US dollar. So it's only a matter of time, man. And this thing is going to move pretty quick. And this devil, he knows he got very limited time left. So he's going to do everything in his power to hold on to the power that he has. So they want to accelerate. They want to speed it up. All right. So let's get another scripture, and let's go to Sirach 36. And this is Sirach 36. And I'm going to start at 1. And it says, have mercy upon us, O power, O Lord, power of all, and behold us. It's talking about, Israel, watch over us, right? And send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. All right, these are other nations, starting with Esau, Edom, which is the top ruling nation. They definitely don't seek the Most High. The Most High is not at all in their thoughts. They think that they're on a level of the Most High. All right, with their AI technology, they creating I put up the video the other day. They got these little pods where they actually can create lab babies. With the umbilical cords and all. So these devils, man, they think that they're the Most High on earth. That they can just create artificial immortality, which is the left-hand version of everlasting life. All right. You got Neuralink, them, getting ready to start the first human trials of, what was it? Dealing with the brain, basically, where they're going to be able to download your brain. So this devil, they're proud. All right. They're proud as hell, man. Their excellency has reached unto the heavens. That's why they're going to be brought down. It says, lift up thy hand against the strange nations and let them see thy power. And the Lord is getting ready to do that. And thou was sanctified in us before them. So be thou magnified among them before us. All right. Meaning show your power so that we can glorify you, so that we can declare who's behind this power. All right. And the Lord's going to do that. It says, and let them know thee as we have known thee, that there is no power, there is no God, but only thou, O Yahweh. All right. There's no God with them. And he's getting ready to let these devils know that they're just men who the Lord, raised up. That's why the scriptures say, why is earth and ashes proud? All right. You're just a man who the Lord rose up like he did Pharaoh, just to show his power and magnify his name. Verse 6, shew new signs and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. And that's dealing with the Lord's miraculous power. And the Lord, he's going to show that. And he's not going to wait till Yahweh Shai come back to show that. All right. You got to have tremendous faith and believe. The Lord's going to preserve us, all right, by his power through our faith. That's how we're going to, make it to even see Yahweh Shai. We're going to need that divine backing. All right. And we're going to continue to see the signs in the heavens, the Lord showing all the signals. And the Lord said, when these things happen, look up, for your salvation draweth nigh, man. Your redemption is near. It says, rise up indignation and pour out wrath, take away the adversary and destroy the enemy. All right. Our main enemy is Esau, Edom. They're at the top of the list, man. All right. And he's going to destroy this whole empire. The beast system. And that's going to be the final beast to ever rise. All right. After that, that's the kingdom of heaven. That's why we welcome this devil. Go on and bring it, man. Hurry the fuck up. Yeah, accelerate that. The quicker you do what you do, the Lord's going to do what he's going to do. The Lord already has his counter moves ready. He's going to disappoint the hands of the crafty, that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Just wait. All right, it says, sake the time short. All right. Shorten this devil's reign, shorten the time. And the Lord is actually going to do that. He said, If he didn't shorten the days, it would be no flesh left to be saved. But for the elect's sake, the days are shortened. So he's going to shorten this time. So these devils are moving quick because they know that their time is very short. It says, "Sake the time short, remember the covenant, and let them declare thy wonderful works." All right, meaning his power. All right, that he's going to uphold with his right hand. It says, "Let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire, and let them perish that oppress the people." All right, and our oppressor, our number one oppressor, is Esau, Edom. All right, the Lord's going to come back and break in pieces the oppressor with this tyrannical rule, this evil, wicked left hand rulership. All right, and real quick, you had a woman by the name of Rosa Coyer, and she actually let me see if I can yep, she actually breaks it down.
Now, you were considered to be.
Hold on, let me pause it real quick. She actually breaks it down and makes it real simple. She's an author, and she was known to actually authorize a book, and she published it over 10 years ago. But I believe the book was called, what was it called? Behind the Green Mask, the UN Agenda 21. And she goes in depth and she breaks down that whole agenda. And, over the past, few years, she's been having all type of interviews where she was actually going in on this particular agenda that they're trying to accelerate now. And I believe she passed about a year ago. And I believe, because when you get to talking too much, you already know they're going to send the hit. I believe she got whacked. They sent out the hit. They said, is she talking too much? All right, she's blowing up, the spot, so to speak. Take her out. So she's they took her out, man. All right, but you're gonna see why. She nutshells it. So let's listen real quick.
A top expert on Agenda 21, and your work has been invaluable in bringing this UN agenda to light. Now, for those of you, the viewers out there who may not exactly know what Agenda 21 is, could you please provide us a brief overview of this?
And it's just another term for Agenda 2030. That's basically what they're interchangeable. Agenda 21 and Agenda 2030 is the same thing, just so you know.
Program.
Sure. Agenda 21 is the action plan. It's the blueprint, the comprehensive plan that was signed on to by 178 nations plus the Holy See in 1992. It's the United Nations plan. And it's a plan to inventory and control all land, water, plants, minerals, construction, means of production, food, energy, everything on the planet, law enforcement, education, and of course, information and human beings. So this is, a comprehensive plan of action, an inventory and control plan. It's about data sharing. It's about money transferring from the developed nations to the lesser developed nations. And ultimately, it's about destroying your ability to have a voice, destroying your ability to have representative government. It's about changing your government to governance and taking away your voice, giving your entirely destroying your ability to be free and to be independent. And the goal, of course, is to transfer power from local individuals to a global governance system. So you can't do that all at once, and it's been a long process. And you see it as, exactly what you're seeing right now. It's a plan to disrupt and destroy the existing system. It's a plan of transformation and control. And that's what we're living through right now. What is happening now is that the technology has caught up to the plans of these people. They've always had these same plans. That there is literally nothing that holds these people back. So when they have the technological ability, and you look at the fourth industrial revolution or whatever it is they want to call it, they're talking about total digital connectivity. They're talking about a new social contract.
And you heard that last part. All right, make everything digital, and we all know why. All right, so it's nothing other than a digital slave control system where they would be able to uh, maintain control, surveillance over every interaction, every transaction that you make on Earth. All right, so this man wants to be God over you. All right, so this is the devil coming down with wrath because he knows that his time is short. All right, and really what this devil wants is he wants that birthright. This is the blessing that was given to Jacob when Isaac basically told him that, he would have the dew of heaven, the fatness of the earth, and all his brethren would basically serve him, and all nations will bow to him. That's basically what he wants, and then some. But this is his version of the birthright. Complete rule and control over everything moving on the face of the earth. And that's why the Lord's going to stop him eventually. So let's real quick, we'll get a couple more. Let's go to Micah 2:1. And it says, and this is woe to oppressors. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they figured, hey, we've been planning this out for so long, for decades. We put so much money into this whole agenda, this whole project, this whole objective. All right, we didn't, pretty much, we didn't train the people up, their minds. We're taking over all platforms, all media. We're regulating the World Wide Web, the internet. That's what they're doing with this whole digital governing board. They want to basically get rid of any narrative that rivals or goes against the controlled narrative. So in other words, they have the saying in the World Economic Forum, you will own nothing and you will be happy. Well, you won't have your own thoughts and you'll be happy. That's what they're assuming. You won't be able to think on your own. You won't be able to have your own mind. They're going to control everything. So he wants to rule over you like he's your Lord. He's your God. And that's an evil work, man. So we do pray that the Lord escalate it so that he can work his work and prevent this devil. All right. Apostle Paul, he made that prayer, Psalm 64. Hide me from let me get it. Yeah, it says, hear my voice, Psalm 64:1. O power, in my prayer, preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. And they're raising to the occasion. When they have these meetings, they're dead serious. They ain't playing around. They dead serious. So that's why right now you're gonna see things escalate. They couldn't even wait to bring back the variants. All right, the Microsoft 19. They couldn't wait to bring that back. It wasn't even a couple months when they told us, you can take all your mask off and, the mandates ain't needed right now, and natural immunity, all this stuff. And this was coming from WHO and the CDC. Now all of a sudden, a sub-variant is coming. Bill Gates, he jumping out talking about, yeah, but we got to prepare for the next one. So they got this happening in phases. Since when do diseases have phases? Either it appears and it spreads and epidemic happens, and then if it spurs it any further, it turns into a pandemic. And normally when a strain is going around, they isolate it. But they talking about this shit is in phases. This shit is coming in seasons. So, this was all part of the plan, man. And it was to bring about the Great Reset, Agenda 2030, aka the NWO. That's basically what it is. So we can expect for them to bring out the MOTB, the Charagma. And once that happens, everything else is going to fall in place and it's going to move quickly. All right. So let me get let me get 2 Peter 3. And this is why we hasten the coming of the day of the Lord, in which, you know, the sooner this devil do what he's going to do, the sooner the Lord is going to finally come back and establish his kingdom in his throne. All right. Second Peter 3 verse 10, it says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with great noise, and elements shall melt with fervent heat. And that's talking about thermonuclear fire. That's going to be able to do that. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. All right, all that technology going to get burnt up, all them drones and, you know, all his military equipment, 5G, all right, these temples of Baal, all these obelisks, these church buildings, these paganistic temples, all right, Hollywood, all that, man. The New York skyline, all is going to get burnt up. The Vegas Strip, Sin City. It says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought you to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting, meaning earnestly desiring, like you want the Lord to come like now, until the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to its promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. And in Esau, he'll be no more. He'll be right below our feet. He'll be in chains. He'll be, all right, him and these other nations that helped assisted him with this evil, wicked rule. They're all going to be subservient to Yahweh Shai and his government. All right. And we ain't got to deal with this nightmare ever again. All right. So you see where it's going, man. All right. They talking about, let's accelerate this bitch. So
this afternoon,
let's do it. Let's speed this thing up, man. Bring out that MOTB. All right, that's the final solution. And then you're already getting into it with Russia. So, hey, it's a done deal, man. All right, Russia breaking out their bombers. All right, they test firing the nukes. They simulating detonations on Europe and America. So, hey, it's here, man. So let me play this one more time and we're going to close out.
Secretary General and Klaus Schwab, the founder of the World Economic Forum, will witness the signing of a memorandum of understanding on a strategic partnership between the UN and the World Economic Forum, which outlines areas of cooperation to deepen engagement between the two institutions and to jointly accelerate the implementation of the 2030 agenda.
There it is. All right. And, you know, hey, the scriptures say there are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the plan of the counsel of the Most High is what stands. All right. So do what you got to do. And we're going to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. So with that, I'm going to close out. Call Loyum, Wakabatla, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Aruchakwadash. And to the next lesson, Shalom.